Hello everyone, this is Tyler coming once again from Tallinn, Estonia. Today I am going to discuss the topic I think many people have questions about, and that's how to improve their e-commerce abilities. So firstly, what's best often in e-commerce is to look at what people do incorrectly or do wrong. Okay, I am going over 10 things that one can do to increase their chances of being successful in this area and maybe do it as a full-time job. So the first thing that people do incorrectly is they sell the wrong product. That might mean there's no demand for the product. They're selling in the wrong consumer market. It may just be that they don't have sufficient interest in the product. And this is the whole chicken and egg problem. If there's no demand, it's like any business, whether it's product or service, you always need an end buyer. And if there's no buyer, it really doesn't matter. You can pre-package and do the best job possible, but people will not buy it if there's not an interest in it. The next thing is pricing. Pricing is key. I don't know how many of you took an economics course in high school, but there's that whole equilibrium effect, and one has to find where, per the consumer and demand, what's like that equilibrium point where people are willing to buy and the product can sell. So that means not being too high or being too low. Next thing is pretty key, and this is marketing. Marketing is so important. You need a plan here. That's the only way that you're going to generate enough return in revenue and in these types of things. Next one is an SEO, and that's not having ranking on Google or Amazon. Two of the biggest platforms right now in the world are Google and Amazon. So if there's some way that you can get eyeballs on either one of those two areas or websites, that's critical. And with Google, that also means YouTube. That might be some of their other services, not necessarily just the Google search engine. So one of the keys here is that regardless of your brand or your brand name, try to rank on the first page of a Google search engine. Now, the next thing is actually is design. Websites and e-commerce in general has become so competitive. There's so many people that are trying to get the same eyeballs, and so many people are selling the same products, that the website has to be good looking, but it also has to be very practical and functional. And I would almost argue the second part of it is just as important as the first one. People want uncomplicated, easy sites to navigate so that they can go from point A to point B and make a sale or buy a product. Next thing is not having quality content. This can be in the sense of not having a blog. It could be not having products that are of quality, or people can't see the quality in these kind of products. And then the next thing is shipping costs. This is so important. I would actually rank this as one of the top 3 areas to look at. If you're shipping internationally or domestically, that can be a huge difference in price. Now, also look at what your competitors are pricing at, because shipping can really fluctuate. A competitor may be able to offer free shipping or just a few dollars, whereas you may have to offer $10 shipping. But see what the product is and talk to postal service, to freight providers like DHL, UPS, and see if you can get like business rates, because that's another option, is that you can reduce your price drastically if you can negotiate a set business rate if you're shipping enough freight. The next thing is to do promotions. And this kind of goes to the earlier one that I had mentioned, but knowing when in knowing how to do promotions is key. You have to give people a sense of value and an inclination to buy. So that can be in the sense of scarcity. So if you have, say, if you display 2 or 3 products left, almost gone, that's the scarcity effect. That psychologically people are going to think this isn't high demand, so they're going to be more inclined to buy it. Or do 15, 25% off, even if it's every single day. If you keep this this discounted rate displayed, it doesn't mean that you have to actually deduct that from your MSRP. You just give the buyer the impression that this good is in high demand, and you can sell it at a discount. The next thing is photos, and this could also be videos in this realm, but photos are so key. People forget this area, and having sufficient number of photos in very high resolution. People love to see excellent product photos. They love it's so visual orientated now, being able to sell, and in the photos are one of the first things and often can make the sale. So you can have kind of a subpar product. If you have phenomenal photos, people are way more likely to buy. And this also goes hand in hand with video. If you can produce good video content, people emotionally attach to video content, even more so than photos. And it's all about kind of this emotional experience. If you can convey this and to your audience, people are way more likely to be enthusiastic. And always remember that people buy on emotions often more so than reason or unrational behavior. And that's so key with selling product. Now, the last thing is being unique. You want to really have something about yourself that sets you apart, that's like, okay, this is what this such and such business does. If you can keep this uniqueness there, it just sets you apart. It's more about being different. And this is a way to approach a product or service that's already being done 10 or 20 times on the internet, is figure out how are you different and what's going to incline people to buy from you rather than the other person. I hope everyone learned something new in this video, and please reach out to me if you have any feedback or any questions. Thank you.